It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and baseball on MLB Network. Clayton Kershaw gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done. Controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Fouled away. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 0-2. Another one sent foul. Here's Kershaw with another 0-2. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Settling in now, David Fletcher. Here comes the first pitch. In there, 0-1.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Fletcher can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. The next 0-2. And it's fouled away. And the pitch. Pops this one up. And he'll put this one away. In foul territory for the second out. Now batting, Brian Goodwin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Angels are gone in order. It's the Angels nothing, Dodgers coming to bat. This stepping in, Cody Bellinger. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Dodgers,
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Bellinger.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Into the box, Justin Turner. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Ward is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, Nero?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Next for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And that's in there. Base hit.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Peterson.
Here's Jock Peterson now. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ward on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Standing in, number 45. He'll take his first hacks here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. Ready on 0-2. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Back in Los Angeles for the second, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, light rain is in the forecast throughout most, if not all, of the game. But I've been told it's not expected to cause any delays. The grounds crew will just need to make an effort to keep the field as dry as possible between innings, especially the heavy traffic areas like the pitching mound and around the bases.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. And beyond keeping the surface playable, I'm sure you guys would agree, it's avoiding the stops and starts that becomes important in games like this one.
Yeah, 100%, Matty. The biggest thing is if you're going to be out there, you want to grind with the boys. You don't want your starting pitcher having to be sat down. You don't want to have to go inside for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then get refocused and restarted up again. Matty, you're so focused out there, you just want to compete and see the game all the way through.
The windup and the 0-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
The shortstop.
First pitch on its way. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
The 1-2 pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Number 45 waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is. So striding in, Corey Seager. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The shortstop, Corey Seager.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to center field. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put Goodwood on it.
Into the box now, Kike Hernandez. And a hanger as he gives this one a pretty good ride out to deep center. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Batting it, the catcher, number 16.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Pitch is popped up. Number 23 in foul ground. But this will land untouched. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly. A bare hand for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Goodwin is there, and he puts this one away for the third. Digging in now, Taylor Ward. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Striding in, number 23. He readies for his first plate appearance.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
So he sets him down swinging. Number 23 is out number 2 here in the third inning.
Number 48.
Way late on the fastball for strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Behind 0-2 now. Stays alive, still 0-2. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Back to the top of the order now, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. We got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. So base is empty now after the double play. And next will be the imposing power bat, Max Muncy. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. So 2 out here, and that extends the inning for Jock Peterson.
Yeah, he's got the outs when he's needed them and seems to be really comfortable pitching from the stretch. Hard to keep that up over several innings, though.
Standing in now, Jock Peterson. Pulled toward right center field. Goodwin's in pursuit. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring. At the plate, number 45. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Muncy on third. Peterson on at second with 2 down. Behind 0-2 now. Drilled on the ground to short. Simmons is there on to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the. Here's Tommy La Stella now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So stepping in, David Fletcher. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Angels.
Now to the plate, Brian Goodwin. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Goodwin stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. This is his first year at the big league level. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back. Here's Corey Seager.
Leading off. This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I
suppose. The 0-2 once more. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Stepping into the box, Kike Hernandez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. From the belt, the pitch. Back up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
Now batting
at the plate, number 16 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Ward is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. One gone now in the Dodger 4th. And up next will be the pitcher Clayton Kershaw. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Count remains at 0-2. And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous 2. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. One away.
The right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
Oh my goodness, talk about a developing story here. 8 straight strikeouts, and there are 2 away now. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's popped up. Turner has got it, and the side is retired. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that brings League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
Behind 0-2 now. Line towards center field. Goodwin has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now
coming to the plate now, baseman. Justin Turner. Here comes the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
The left fielder.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. No runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and the inning continues. So he delivers with 2 away, and the bottom of the 5th marches on. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. From the stretch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. At the plate, Taylor Ward. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Back up the middle. Seager over to his left. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Digging in, number 23. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Behind 0-2 now. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Now at the plate, number 48. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about it.
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the... So coming to the plate, number 45. It's been an 0 for 2. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Next up for Los Angeles, Kike Hernandez. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Smoke toward the hole. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Number 60.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's fouled. The 0-2 delivery. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Calhoun, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Number 22.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoked, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely...
And not in time as the run scored.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter. Base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Luis Garcia was called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. Hit out towards second. And this scoots under his glove. Oh, what a time for that. 1 run is scored. And they'll put the brakes on the runner at third, so the bases will remain loaded here with still only 1 away. Into the box now, Justin Turner. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. To second for one, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side. So digging in now, Tommy La Stella 0 for 2 for him to this point.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
Behind 0-2 now. Pitch is popped up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The batter, number 2.
Stepping up now, David Fletcher. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he takes strike 2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Throw on to first to take care of him, and Kershaw's in control now, 2 away.
The center fielder.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. And he struck him out to retire the side. So he's through 7 complete. Still digging in, Max Muncy. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Into the box, Jock Peterson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his 2nd double of the ball game. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball.
And his game of hide-and-seek ends as he's... Mike Trout is going to be asked to get things going here as a leadoff to the top of the 8th.
Number 27, Mike.
Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. 0-1. Hit down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. Now Calhoun will stand in now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. No runs, no hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. And it's fouled away. Here's another 0-2. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. 1 out, nobody on. got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Peterson has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Justin Anderson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 38.
Now at the plate, Corey Seager hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Goodwin. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter number 14.
Digging in once again, Kike Hernandez. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one's down to third. Played on the backhand. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in, number 16. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice single.
Stepping in now, Clayton Kershaw. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Hit on the ground to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is in now. Taylor Ward. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batter.
Ready once again, number 23. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. No balls and 1 strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection. Ready now, number 48. He represents the 27th and many hope final batter in this masterful performance. Strike taken up in the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Angels down to their last strike. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
And fellas, the outing turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. Clayton Kershaw. Strike oppose. He's our tops player of the game.
His stuff was electric here in this one, so there's no doubt in my mind he's deserving. Look at all the strikeouts on his line. Trust me, that's not easy to do, so he was pretty special today.